Hello my darlings, welcome my beautiful angels. Today I had my birthday. It's still the same day. I thought I'm gonna give you the second video, that's the second shot I'm doing. Today we're gonna talk about the feminine energy in relationships, understanding the balance between the masculine and the feminine energy, and just understand why it matters and what are the differences and how we can use it in our advantages. So let's begin. If you want to drop me a comment below, if you understand this subject or you want to just add something to it, I will be more than happy to explain something more, or maybe just give you the comment back. And you can probably see slightly different surroundings behind me. I just changed the flats as well, so that's gonna change. Have you ever been in the relationship where you felt like you were doing everything, planning dates, making decisions, fixing problems, only to feel like exhausted and unappreciated? Or maybe you've been with like someone who seem emotionally distant, and like no matter how much you're gonna love him and give and give like everything that you have, they didn't respond the way you hoped for. And if this sounds familiar, then this is the topic for you. We are talking about the feminine and masculine energy in relationships, what they are, why they matter, how understanding this balance can completely transform your love life. But I want to say that I'm talking to women who are married. I don't really understand the whole dynamics of living together before even getting married and just testing one another. So I am talking to a married woman, okay? I don't know if that's gonna work to anybody else. If you're one of those people, please stay, because that's still gonna be important maybe in your future. And I have all the love for you, but please, let's just stay to the marriage and the couples, okay? So what is the feminine and the masculine energy? Before we get into relationship, and let's define what that really means. And no, it isn't about the gender, because both men and women can have energies that can be in both of us. So I can have a lot of masculine energy, and somebody like a man can have a lot of feminine energy, or we can just lean more towards one another in the dominant. So that's like a dominant energy that's inside us. And you can work on it, you can change it, you can shift it, and you can change it throughout your life. Your dominant energy that is now, it doesn't have to be in a few years later or even months later. So the feminine energy is about the flow, it's about the emotions, it's about the intuitions, it's about the feeling rather than thinking. So the being rather than doing. It's creative, it's nurturing and deeply connected to emotions. Think of an artist that lost in the painting, a mother comforting a child, a woman laughing freely with her friends. It's about the freedom, it's about the choices. Masculine energy is the opposite. It's about the structure, it's about action and purpose. It's thriving on logic, direction, problem solving. So think of an athlete focused on winning a race, a man building a business from the ground up, or someone just stepping to project and provide. It's about providing and protecting as well. Now in the relationships, attraction happens when two energies complement each other. It doesn't really work when they are two same energies, because they're just gonna clash. You need to have slightly opposite to one another, and that's why the love begins, and that's why the complements, you complementing one another, okay? So it's it's in and out and plus and minus, and that's how they attract. So that's why many feminine women feel naturally drawn to men who are confident, who are protective, who are very masculine and manly, because the masculine energy provides the structure that allow the feminine energy to fully express itself. So I would say the feminine energy can fully express itself next to the male energy. Although we can be, we can go to the dance classes and we can be, around female, I would say that we need the masculine structure to fully thrive. So why the balance is the key to attraction and the connection? Let's talk about why the balance is important. Have you ever seen a couple where the woman is constantly taking charge, making all the decisions, handling all the problems, everything, while the man just seems to pull away. Or on the flip side, the man is overly controlling and the woman starts feeling emotionally shut down. And that's what happens when the energies are out of balance. When a woman is too much in her masculine energy, she might feel exhausted, like she's doing all the work in the relationship. She might say things like, why do I have to remind him of everything? I wish he would just lead for once. I have to do it for him because otherwise he's never gonna do it. Everything is on my shoulder. I'm the one who does everything. I have to think about everything. It's the nagging that happens when we are overloaded and when too many things happen at once. We feel too much pressure. And men can feel that, of course, when the woman doesn't help in anything. When she doesn't pull her weight, he can feel that as well. Or usually when we want too much at once and we just nagging, he's gonna feel that too. So when the man is too much in his feminine energy, he might become passive. He might be waiting for the partner to make all the decision, and the woman may feel like she's in a relationship with man. She might feel more like it's a roommate situation rather than the lover. The romance is gonna start dismissing a bit. A friend of mine, Sarah, she used to run every aspect of her relationship. She planned the vacations, she handled the finances, she even reminded her boyfriend about his own work deadlines. Over time, she felt exhausted. She felt like she didn't respect him. When she learned to step back and allow him to take the lead in certain areas, which wasn't very, it wasn't a day work. It took her a while to let that happen, because at the end of the day, all she was afraid of that he's gonna leave her. If she's gonna stop doing everything, the relationship is gonna change, the dynamic is gonna change. And what if she will actually notice that he's not doing his part? Okay? But she had that balls and she had that courage to let him lead, and the dynamic completely changed. He became more engaged, she felt more cared for, they have more romance, and everything was just slightly better at the beginning and a lot of better in the long run. What does the feminine energy look like in action? Let's take it down into 2 stages: dating and long relationship. In the dating phase, letting go of the need of controlling everything, instead of worrying about the planning the perfect date, allowing yourself to just enjoy the moment. Maybe it didn't go as you planned, maybe he turned the wrong way, maybe he brought you to the restaurant that you didn't really like, and maybe he actually knew that you're not gonna like it. But give him the benefit of a doubt and let him enjoy, let yourself enjoy, be in the moment, tell him that you appreciate what he did. So being open to receiving, it's another one. When it's compliments, affection throughout the gestures and actions, and he's, taking you out and he's planning something, smaller things, he's buying a milk without feeling the need to pay it back immediately, you just appreciate it. You are in the moment, you say, okay, thank you so much. Sometimes you can say it out loud, sometimes it doesn't even have to. You just feel that appreciation. When you are appreciation, he's gonna feel that throughout your energy. Sometimes I say you don't even have to speak a word. Sometimes speaking it's ruined the whole thing. So shut up and don't say it. You have to really feel the appreciation for a man. For a man, your appreciation is everything. He can live without the food, but he can't live without you appreciating him. And I can hear all the women now saying, oh my God, I have to appreciate every single small thing. It's just his duty. He needs to do it. I'm not going to say thank you for everything. That's what I'm saying. Don't say thank you. Appreciate it inside. Okay? I appreciate my husband a lot. Yes, I can do the shopping myself. Yes, I can clean myself. Yes, I can make money myself. Yes, I can feed my cat myself. I can do everything myself. Yet when he does it, I'm more than happy that he's doing it, that he thinks about me, that I don't have to do it, that I can just enjoy myself and relax. Why wouldn't I be happy? Expressing the emotions freely instead of hiding them to seem chill or unbothered. We do that a lot as well. Sometimes we just pretend like we don't care. We are chill, relaxed, we are unbothered about what he's doing. And sometimes the emotions, our emotions, needs to be freed. It's even in your smile, in your face. As I said, you don't have to really say it, you have to express it by your body language, by holding him, by hugging him, by your face, how happy you are. He's gonna feel it. In a marriage and long-lasting relationships, bringing warmth and emotional connection to the relationship instead of focusing only on practicalities. Oh my god, this is so big. I cannot stress that enough, and I've been doing this a lot, and we are still in that phase probably. There is a lot of practicalities and everyday run things, and we don't even have kids yet. But we are focusing a lot on what we did, what needs to be done, where we need to go, we need to book the flights, we need to book the apartments, we need to buy another house, we need to get to the solicitors. Like, this is just a lot about doing, and our feminine energy is not about doing. As I said previously, it's about being. So when we overstress, we overload, we pass this to our partner, and sometimes we can do a lot of good things that needs to be done, things that, you know, the future self gonna benefit. But when we are so stressed and just do, and we plan, he will be like, whoa, you know, he's gonna go with that. He will be very logical, but there will be no romance. And when there's no romance, we start to be nagging, we start to be disrespectful, we start to do a lot of things that we just never should do. Encouraging your partner's masculine energy by allowing him to take the lead in the certain areas. This doesn't mean giving up your independence. It means trusting your partner to contribute in the ways that balance the relationship. Of course, I get that we want to be independent. We want to be independent woman. We've been fighting for our rights and independence for such a long time, yet we can't be independent in the way that feminists trying to tell us. As I said before, I can do a lot of things myself, but that doesn't mean that I cannot allow a man to be in my life and fully trusting and fully respecting that. Once you are in that relationship, you can only feel it, because it cannot be explained sometimes. You can be in a long relationship, yet you can both protect your spaces, and you'll be like, well, I'm independent. I need a man, but I don't want to need him. I want him to be in my life, but not too close. So there is like this push and pull. Is it good? I don't think so. You're gonna end up in a relationship that you both won't feel connected to one another. You're gonna feel actually very disconnected. It's gonna be quite transactional relationship. And even though if he's gonna provide and protect, the romance won't be there, because he will feel like he can never trust you enough. And you will be like, well, I give you this and I give you that, and I'm living with you, I'm allowing you to do this, and this. And he won't be able to explain you why he feels like this. It's just how it is. So keep attraction alive by maintaining your own sense of joy, your playfulness, your sensuality. When men feel that you trust them, that you're fully open, when he's specifically when he's doing the right thing for you, he can feel that in your body, in your language, when you make love, when you're going on holidays, when you talk to him day by day, he can just see that slight change and shift in your energy, and he's shifting straight away because he is reacting to you. My married friend once told me that the biggest shift in her relationship happened when she stopped trying. She stopped fixing her husband and instead focusing on inspiring him. Instead of nagging about working too much or working not enough. Well, in this sense, it was working too much. She started planning fun activities that made them both excited and spend time together, and he responded by prioritizing the marriage more than ever before. Nagging didn't work. She was nagging for many years. He was pushing her more and more away. Yet the playfulness, the fun, the joy, that's what brings the man to you in the first place anyway. And that's why there is that belief, which I think is quite untrue, belief that men love young women and every man's gonna leave you for a younger woman. And you know, I see that a lot on the Tradwife videos and in the comments when people say, oh yeah, now you're gonna cook and clean for him and 10 years later he's just gonna leave you for a younger one. Baby, I know what you mean, but he will only leave you if you're gonna act old. It's not about your age. I've seen women who are 50, 60, and I would say 30-year-old men would prefer to be with her rather than a 20-year-old who is just like his mom. We don't want that. We don't want that to happen. How you embrace the feminine energy, especially if you're used to always be in a control. Here are the few things that can help. When you are present, instead of overthinking or worrying about the future, focus on being in the moment. We are coming back to thinking and planning and nagging and more, and we want to focus on our future and build, and we're just taking that masculine energy away from him, and he needs to be the one who's supposed to do it. Enjoy. There are moments when you need to be very in your masculine. That's absolutely fine. We all need that. I'm not saying that you need to never be in the masculine energy. The structure in your life comes from it. So let's stay in it. But right now, especially when you're next to him, focus in that moment. Express appreciation. So instead of saying, you never help around the house, or you never take me out, or you never do this, try say, I love when you take care of things. It makes me feel supported. Or I love when you're taking me out, I feel like we are getting closer to one another. Just say what you love rather than what you don't like about him. Next one is prioritize your self-care, because taking care of yourself, whether it's like dressing in a way that makes you feel beautiful, moving your body, or simply just resting, helps you reconnect with your natural femininity. Sometimes it's just the time that you need in your day, excuse me, to be able to do that. Trust and surrender. Not everything needs to be controlled. Sometimes allowing things to unfold naturally brings the best results. For example, we've been away last year. We've been away for holidays, and I said to my man, I don't want you to plan every single minute. I don't enjoy doing too much, because we used to go to holidays and he would just planning on end, and every single minute would be just filled with more things to do and more sightseeing. And as much as I enjoy it, I need the time to sit down and have a coffee and just watch on people, just getting to know the culture, fully feel it rather than doing. So he knows now, and I feel like he actually prefers that way, that we just enjoy. Maybe half of the day we're gonna go sightseeing, the next half of the day we're gonna relax, or maybe we're just gonna do a mix both. It's gonna unfold naturally rather than planning bit by bit. And then when he used to plan that much, he would be still unhappy when we would see 300 things, yet he didn't manage to show me that last one. He was just so upset because we didn't see the last one. I was like, honey, we've seen so much, I'm actually overwhelmed. So he learned not to do it again. And yeah, I used to struggle with it myself. I was always the planner. I was making sure that everything will get done. But when I started embracing more feminine energy, focusing to enjoying the present, allowing my partner to take the lead in some areas, I definitely noticed something incredible. Not only did I feel lighter, but he also became more engaged and more attentive and more connected. And it was very easy at the beginning. I was allowing him to do pretty much everything, and then I took the lead and then I have to let go again. So sometimes it's, life is a journey and we keep learning. My closing thought for today is the key to a thriving relationship isn't about forcing things to work. It's about understanding and embracing the natural balance between energies and between the masculine and the feminine. When we allow ourselves to be in our feminine energy, we create the space for the deeper attraction and connection and love and romance. So now I want to hear from you. Do you feel more dominant in your feminine or the masculine energy? Have you noticed how it affects your relationship? Drop me a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more insight on love, relationship and personal growth. Until next time, embrace your feminine power. Love you. Bye. Bye-bye.